Nits aus Holland, aus Amsterdam, ist eine Gruppe, die man stilistisch gar nie einordnen kann. Ihre Songs sind alles wie kleine Geschichten, eigentliche Beischuss. Sie sind seit 6 Jahren zusammen und sie haben in der Schweiz lustigerweise eine sehr dichte Anhängerschaft. Sie haben ein paar Konzerte in der Schweiz gegeben, auch eins in Zürich. Wir waren dort dabei gewesen, haben am Konzert zugeschaut und haben auch mit dem Leader, mit dem Texter und dem Sänger von der Band, dem Henk Hofstede, ein Gespräch geführt.
Nits used to be a quartet and now a trio.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, one of the members, Michael Petra, left the group, the band, last June of last year. And for personal reason, he went back to his study, and he's at home now.
And what else changed?
In June, we decided to take a couple of months off and just to think about music, about the business, about the band. And the three of us did very different things. Robert John, the keyboard player, he wrote a lot of music for TV series. Rob, the drummer, he was playing the drums in a modern opera in Holland. So it's a different way of playing drums. And I was, most of the time I was traveling in the United States, in Mexico. So we didn't see each other that much. And in December we came together and started rehearsing. And things went very, very fast and very new and fresh again.
When you started working on a new album?
Yes.
Well, yes, the album is quite different compared with, say, the last two.
Yes.
What's the deliberate?
Deliberate is a difficult word. For us, it's always an intention to, when we are making and writing a new album, to try another adventure. And this time it was almost easier after the break. Of course, Michael left, and Michael was writing 50% of the material and singing a lot. So we had to find new solutions. And now I'm writing all the lyrics, so of course it's easier to create a change. And it's very important to create a change, of course, when you're working on a musical career. It will be very without adventure and very dull to play the same songs, the same kind of songs every year.
But somehow I think the new album is like a step back to your roots. I mean, the way you played in the beginning, compared to, say, Sketches of Spain.
Yes, when you compare it with Sketches of Spain, and that's from the Kilo album, That album was a special session. It was really an autumn session, a winter session, a very dark album, the color brown or black, and it sounded maybe more sophisticated and easy and mellow. Nowadays, when we talked about this album, we were planning to do a more summer album, spring, start again. And when you have to use a color, it's blue or something, blue. And that's why it sounds maybe more like the first album we made for CBS, Tent. It's strange. It's a kind of circle that's always moving. But I think when you listen to arrangements, to use of instruments and lyrics, there are a couple of years between. I think we've grown. We are growing still. I hope so.
This one is Sketches of Spain.
Streets of Barcelona are filled with blood and rain. The war is rolling over Spain. Men and women running with sticks of dynamite, storming stone buildings in the middle of the night. The window they last of the sign of the Canoe. Machine gun sweeps the square. The rich draw the steel curtains, the poor just lock the door, and they don't want this war no more. It never, 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 never stopped, never stopped. It never, 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 never stopped, never stopped.
But wasn't it like the album Kilo, for example, was more easier accessible for people, I mean, for a broader audience?
Probably, when we talk about songs like Sketches of Spain and Dapper Street, of course because they're ballads, and people think, and maybe they're right, ballads are easier for more people. But anyway, this is the way we are doing it now, and our feelings were like this, making this album, and it's not a ballad album. There are ballads on it, but it's a bigger adventure for us this way.
Now I read that you recorded it in a rather special way.
Yes. We in Amsterdam we rent it's an old gym. Mm-hmm. It used to be a part of the school, but the school is broken down, and the gym is standing there on a field near a highway, and that's our rehearsal room, and that's where we recorded the album. Or when we were rehearsing for a month, the tape sounded so nice because of all the stone, and we even used the showers with all the tiles. So you create a very, very hard, very strong sound. We decided to rent equipment, 24-track equipment, and put it in that hall. And it took a month to record the album in our own way, where you could go on your bike to the studio.
knocked his hand. Somebody said, this part of the city is not very clean. There are ugly faces in the shadows I've seen. I'm lost in acres of Tintoretto, lost in a city of don't look down. I see the man to the lips they light up. I'm lost in acres of Tintoretto.
Yes, we invited two ladies, and they are already on the album. Petra Lugtenburg. She's a singer in a Dutch group, Cloud 9 in Holland. And we invited her for the album we needed more vocals, more backing vocals. For Michael left and he was singing a lot. So Petra took over Michael's parts. And the other girl is Geraets. She's playing bass and double bass, and she sings on the album too.
On the album?
Yeah.
Now, here in Switzerland you have a rather large following. In a way. Is that special in Switzerland?
It's special, of course, for we are not a real hit parade band, and it's very pleasing to see that some concert hall are filled with a lot of people who really like the band and who know the band and follow the band. Who really are coming for a lot of our music. So they know many albums, you can see it on their faces sometimes they're singing. And of course that's very pleasing.
But what is your situation in Holland? Its position?
The position is in a way it's strange we're a very old band in Holland. Of course here we are old band too, but in Holland we exist for about 11 years. And a lot of people are still discovering the band. Like we start all over again every 1 or 2 years. And that's why the audience is changing. Sometimes it's a very young audience because we're in a kind of hit parade sometimes. And then young people are coming and the old people are standing among them. So it's a situation of being very well known, but not in a very hysterical way. For that won't last for 5 or 6 years, and we succeeded to be a professional band for 5-6 years now. So that's why I'm glad we have a very steady following, but not like this, not a mountain and a valley.
I roll up the sleeves, the night lies on his shoulders, a mirrored canoe. I'm a swimmer in blue, and a shirt is waving in the meadow. 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 Shirt is waving in the meadow.
Einmal mehr hat das Konzert von den Nits gezeigt, dass auch Musik pur im Konzertsaal kann ein Erlebnis sein kann. Vor allem natürlich dann, wenn der Sound so stimmt.